Question 29 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2019. It says, which of these values would make this 3p minus 1 divided by p squared minus p undefined? Okay, this question always, one question on undefined always comes out on your WAEC, so just make sure you know it. Okay, all right, these are algebraic fractions, and when it comes to what an algebraic fraction being undefined, it's just your denominator, equating your denominator 2p squared minus p equal to what? 0. So from here you can bring out p, where p will come out, and we're left with p minus what? 1 equal to 0. So it's either p is equal to 0 or p minus 1 is equal to 0, where where from here p is equal to, take this minus to the other side, we have a what? Positive 1. So is this particular equation is what? Undefined at p equal to 0 or p equal to what? 1. All right, so from our answer we have one of the values of p here, which is 1. So our right option here is option A. All right, so p equal to 1 will make this particular algebraic expression what? Undefined, and our right option here is option A, which is what? 1. Question 22 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2019 Maths Past Question. It says the total surface area of a solid cylinder is 165 centimeters square. If the base diameter is 7 centimeters, calculate its height. Okay, take pi as what? 22 over 7. All right, sometimes they don't give pi, so if they don't give pi, you just leave a pi like that in your when you're solving. All right, but what's the formula for finding the surface, the total surface area of a cylinder? Okay, the formula is what? 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R square. Okay, well, if you simplify this further, we're going to have what? 2 pi R bracket what? H plus R. All right, so from here we've been told that the total surface area is 165, the diameter is this, and we are to calculate what? Its height. All right, if the diameter is this, so it means that our radius, all right, our radius will be what? 7 divided by 2. And what's 7 divided by 2? That will be 3.5 what? Centimeter. So we have to look for h. That's what we're looking for. So from here we have here, and we know our total surface area is 165. So let us now solve. Okay, so we have 165 equals to what? 2. We know our pi as what? 22 over 7 times our radius as what? 3.5. We're looking for our h plus 3.5. all right, so from here 3.5 can go here how many times? 1 times, in here can go 2 times. All right, and 2 here 1, 2 here what? 1. So we're left with what? 22, and what is here? We're left with 22 and what? 7 and 3.5. okay, it's 3.5 or 35. all right, so we have here 165 equal to what? 22 brackets h plus 3.5, close the bracket. Let us open up this bracket, so we have 22h. If you multiply this, we have plus what? 77. all right, so we have here 165. Let's take 77 to this side, so we have 165 minus what? 77 equal to what? 22h. Remember, taking positive to this side, we have a negative. So what is 165 minus what? 77? We have a 88 equal to what? 22h. To get our h, what do we do? Divide both sides by what? 22. Okay, 22 will cancel out here. How many times does 22 go in 88? It's going to go how many times? It's going to go 4 times. So h is equal to what? 4 centimeters. So this is our answer for our height as what? 4 centimeters. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 23 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2019. It says if 2a is equal to 64 and b divided by a is equal to 3, evaluate a squared plus b squared. Okay, so let's look for a, then let's look for b, then we evaluate this. All right, okay, and sorry, there's a typo here. This is supposed to be 2 raised to power a, not 2a. Okay, so we have here 2 raised to the power a is equal to what? Square root of what? 64. So from here, let's simplify this. This is innocent. In simplifying this, we have 64 all raised to the power of 1 over 2. This is the square root, and 64 can be broken down how many times? And 2 raised to the power 6. Is that not it? 2 raised to the power 6. Then put a half in outside. All right, so from here, what do we have? If we multiply, we have 2 raised to the power 6 over 2, where this will cancel out. Is that not it? 1, and we are left here with 3. So we have what? 2 raised to the power 3 is equal to what? 2 raised to the power a. From here, 2 will cancel out 2, and we're left with what? A is equal to 3. Okay, so if we have a is as equal to 3, we can put it into this equation to get our b. Where they said b is equal to what? B is b over a is equal to what? 3. So our a is 3, so we have b over 3 is equal to what? 3. So b will definitely be cross multiplying. B will be what? 3 times 3 will be what? 9. Okay, so b is 9. So from here, it's easy for us to evaluate. So a squared plus b squared will be what? What is our a? What is our a? Our a is what? 3. Okay, 3 raised to the power 2 plus what is our b? Our b is what? 9 raised to the power 2. So we have what's 3 raised to the power 2? That is 9 plus, and what is 9 raised to the power 2? That will be what? 81. That's 9 times 9 is what? 81. And when you add this up together, what are we going to have? We're going to have what? 90. Okay, 81 plus 9 what? 90. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 24 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Maths Past Question. It says you have this diagram in triangle X, Y, Z. YZ is what? 32 centimeter. Angle X, YXZ, that's YXZ is what? 52 degrees, and angle XZY is what? 90 degrees. Find correct the nearest centimeter XZ. So we're looking for the side XZ. All right, and you just when you're looking for a side, you have a right angle triangle. Definitely, it's just your Pythagoras. Is that not it? We're going to use Pythagoras to try to solve this, and considering this particular angle, and considering this side, and considering this side too, the known side and the unknown side and the angle. Okay, so when you have a right angle triangle, definitely you remember your trigonometry, okay, which is what? So ka twa. All right, so we'll know which whether it's if so we'll know if we're going to use sine, cosine, or tan. All right, so from here we know one side and we're looking for the unknown side, and we know one angle. Okay, so considering this angle here, from this angle here, this will be our opposite. Okay, this will be our adjacent, and this will be what? Our hypotenuse. Is that not it? That's hypotenuse P. All right, so what do we do now? Considering our opposite and adjacent, which is our tan. So we have a tan 52 degrees equal to our opposite, which is what? 32, divided by our unknown side, which is what? X. So from here we can find x. Okay, taking x here, bringing tan 52 down. Okay, that's cross multiplying, making x a subject of formula. All right, and if you don't understand subject of formula, there's a video on the DTW tutorials channel that have explained change of subject of formula fully, so you can watch that video. I think it's in a playlist called Maths Introduction. You see a lot of introduction to maths topics there. All right, okay. So let's move forward. So from here we have x is equal to what? 32 divided by what? Tan 52. So what would this give us? This 32 times 52 is what? 1.2799. Punching your calculator, and when you divide, we're going to have 25.0019. And the question says find correct to the nearest centimeter. Nearest centimeter will just definitely be, that's our approximation sign. Sorry, let me write this way, approximation sign. So the nearest centimeter will definitely be what? 25 centimeters. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option B. Question 25 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2019. It says, if log 2 base x is equal to 0.3, evaluate log 8 base x. Alright? Okay, this is quite easy and simple, okay? So we have log what? We have to evaluate what? Log what? 8 base x. Alright? So from here, we can simplify this. 8 can be likened to 2 raised to power 3. Is that not it? So we have here a log where we have a base x and we have 2 raised to power of what? 3. We take this 3 to this side. Remember your logarithm, simplification of logarithms. So we have 3 log, okay, log base x, log 2 base x. And from here, we've been given that if log what 2 base x is equal to 0.3. So just put in the value of 0.3 here. So we have what? Equal to what? 3 times what? 0.3. And what is 3 times 0.3? That will give us what? An 0.9. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 26 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, an arc subtends an angle of 72 degrees at the center of a circle. Okay, so we have a circle. Okay, this my circle is quite let me erase this. Okay, so let's try to draw a circle. It won't be that perfect. Okay, all right, so let's do this. So an arc, all right, an arc subtends an angle to the center of a circle. Okay, subtends an angle of what? 72 degrees at the center of a circle. Find the length of the arc if the radius of the circle is what? 3.5. Okay, so we have to find the length of this arc. Okay, that's what we're looking for from here to here. Okay, so and we know that the radius of the circle is what? 3.5. Is that not it? All right, so it's easy. I hope you remember the formula for finding the length of an arc. I hope you remember length of an arc. It's always good you know this particular question. It's always coming out in WAEC. So just know the formula for length of an arc, which is what? Theta over 360 times what? 2 pi r. Okay, so from here, where we have our theta as what? 72 divided by 360 times 2, we're given pi as what? Times what? 22 over 7, and our radius as what? 3.5. Okay, so from here we can cancel out this 3.5 here. 1 in 7 to go 2 times. This 2 will cancel out. Okay, we have a 1. I think 72 something can cancel out, but when we punch in our calculator here, 72 times 22 divided by 360, we're going to get what? A 4.4 centimeter. Okay, so this is the answer for the length of this arc here, 4.4 what? Centimeter. So our right option here is option C. Question 27 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says, make B the subject of the relation this. It just means make B the subject of the formula. Alright, and always know that there will be a question on change of subject of a formula in your WAEC. There must be one question. Alright, there must be one question, I mean. Okay, so you can see the topics I always say that it always comes out. Make sure you know those topics. Okay, so you don't just play with a mark. Alright, okay, so let us make B the subject of formula here. So we have LB is equal to 1 over 2, and if you don't understand change of subject of the formula, I've done a video on our YouTube channel introducing it, and I've done other several examples, so you can also check the maths topic introduction playlist, and you see the videos there. Okay, so let's go on to making B the subject of this particular relation. All right, so from here, what do? We cross. Let's take this 2 up here. We have a 2LB equal to 1 times everything here will still be the same. So let us open up this bracket with H. So H times A will give us for AH, alphabetical order, plus BH. We're making B subject of formula. Is that not it? So everything B should come here. So we have a 2LB. Taking this plus BH to this place, we have a minus BH. H equal to what? AH. So from here, bring out B. Okay, you know, B is common to this and B is common to this also. Bringing out B, what are we left with? We are left with what? 2L minus what? H. Close the bracket, equal to what? AH. From here, we divide both sides by what? 2L minus what? H. 2L minus H, where this will cancel out and we're left with what? B. Alright, so we have A over H, AH over 2L minus H. Okay, so we've made B the subject of the relation. Okay, so and this is our final answer here. Making B subject of a relation or any letter is just making sure it stands alone on the left hand side of the equation. All right, so this is our answer. And what's our right option here? Our right option is option A. Question 28 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says Eric sold his house through an agent who charged 8% commission on the selling price. If Eric received $117,760 after the sale, what was the selling price of the house? Okay, so we have to look for the selling price of the house, and we know here that Eric sold his house through an agent who charged 8% commission on the selling price. Okay, so it means that 8% of a selling price, which is SP, is equal to what? The agent amount. Is that not it? Is amount. Okay, and also the selling price is equal to what? The amount that Eric received. Is that not it? Which is what? 117,760 plus the agent amount. Is that not it? I hope you know that you can see we are forming two equations. We form two equations now plus the agent amount. Okay, let me just put amount. Let's abbreviate it like this. 2. So we form two equations. All right, this is 1, this is a dollar sign, this is 1. Okay, so here we have 8% of the selling price is equal to the agent amount, and we know that the selling price is the amount Eric received, okay, plus the agent amount. That's the total selling price. All right, so you understand, in this kind of business transaction, an agent sells it, he collects it, he tells you the selling price, okay, and he has already told you his commission. His commission is 8% of whatever price he sells it for. So he removes his commission, which is the agent amount, and give you what? The balance. So the balance which was given to Eric, which is this amount, plus the agent amount, would give us what? The total selling price. All right, so from here now we can easily find our selling price. Okay, so from here, what do? We can just put in this equation here. We can put in this one, SP, which is equal to this, into equation what? 1. Okay, so where equation 1 is what? 8% of selling price, which is what? 8 over what? 100. And what is, we know our selling price as what? This and this. All we need to do now is what we're trying to do. You know, this is like a word problem. What we're trying to do now is look for our agent amount. And when we get our agent amount, it's easy for us to definitely get our selling price. So this is a typical word problem. All right. So from here, so 8 over 100 times what? Selling price, which we know our selling price as this. Okay, so bracket 117,760. Let's make our agent amount, let us equate it to x so it doesn't take space. Okay, so plus what? X equal to our agent amount. We're putting this particular value SP equal to this into equation 1. Okay, I hope you're following. I hope you're following. All right, putting this SP, which is equal to this, into equation 1. All right, so we're putting the value of SP equal to this into this what? Equation. So we have equal to here, equal to agent amount, which we made agent amount as what? X. So from here we can open up the bracket. Is that not it? In opening up the bracket, this would be let's say 8 divided by 100, let's simplify this. 8 divided by 100 is 0.08 bracket 11776 plus x equal to what? X. Opening up this bracket, this times this will give us what? A 942.0.8 plus 0.08x, okay, equal to what? X. So from here, what do? We take, we can either take this to this side. Let's just take 0.008x to this side. So we have 9420.8 equal to what? X minus 0.08x. Okay, so from here we have this. When we subtract, we have a what? 0.92x. Alright, 9420.8. So divide both sides by 0.92, divide both sides by 0.92. Okay, so this will cancel out this. When we divide this, x would give us what? What will x give us? X will give us 10,240. Okay, so this is our agent amount, $10,240. All right, so this is the agent amount. So from here, it is easy for us to now find our selling price by putting in this value of x into equation 2. So from here, our SP is equal to 117,760 plus 10,240. And when you add this up, what are we going to have? We're going to have 12800. That's $128,000. All right, so this is the amount that the house was what sold for. Okay, so this is the selling price of the house. All right, so this is our answer, $128,000. All right, so and our right option here is option B. Okay, so you can see this is quite easy. All you need to do is understand the question. This is like a word problem. Understand the question and bring out your values out. All right, there's an easier shortcut. There's a shortcut way to solve this, but this would be for like maybe the JAMB or maybe your advanced 100 level. I could teach that, but for you, this, you need to understand this. And this is the way in real life, you know, when you want to rent a place, an agent stands for you and it takes his agent fee. It tells you the total amount and it tells you his own agent commission. It tells you the percent and all. So this is like a real life situation which you have to interpret in word problems and solve out. All right, okay, so our answer is what? Option B. Question 29 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2019. It says find the angle which an arc of length 22 centimeters subtends at the center of circle of radius 15 centimeter. So we have a circle. All right, sorry for my circle. All right, and we have an arc. We've been told the arc is what? Has a length of 22 centimeter. We're looking for the angle which the arc subtends, theta. That's what we're looking for, and we've been told the radius, which is what? 15 centimeter. Okay, so definitely we know, for we've done this length of an arc. Length of an arc is what? Length of an arc is equal to what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. But here we're looking for theta. Is that not it? We know our length as what? 22. So let us solve. So we have 22 is equal to what? Theta over 360 times, we have a 2 times our pi, we're giving us 22 over 7. Radius is what? 15 times what? 15. Okay, so from here, what do we do? Okay, let's take everything here. This 360 and 7, let's take it up here. We have 22 times 360 times 7, then divide everything by 22, 22 and 15. So we have 2 times 22 times what? 15 equal to what? Theta. All right, so this will cancel out this. I'm just trying to break this down so we can easily punch it in a calculator. So 2 here, 1, 2 here, 180. Okay, so when you punch in your calculator, 180 times 7 divided by 15, what are we going to have? We're going to have what? 84. Okay, so theta is equal to what? 84 degree. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option B. Question 30 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2019. It says a rectangular board has length, has length of 15 centimeter and a width of what, x centimeter. If its sides are doubled, find its new area. If its sides are doubled, that means its sides are doubled. This the length is doubled by, that's 15 plus 15. We have a bigger one here. We have 30, and the width also is also doubled. That's x plus x. We have what, 2x. Find its new area. It's just simply, what's the area of a rectangle? Is what, length times what, breadth. Is that not it? It's just simply 30 times 2x. And what is 30 times 2x? 30 times 2x, it will give us what, 60 what, x. All right, is that not it? And don't forget your dimension, 60 x centimeter what, square. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Okay, it's quite simple. It's just interpretation. All right. Okay, doubled. If its sides are doubled, so doubled means 15 plus what, 15, which is what, 30, and x plus x, which is what, 2x. All right. So, and when you multiply it, 30 times 2x will give us what, 60x. So our right option here is option A. Question 31 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says in the diagram, POS and ROT are straight lines. Where is POS? POS and ROT. That's this line and this line. Okay. OPQR is a parallelogram. Okay. OPQR. That's this four-sided figure here is a parallelogram. Okay. Parallelogram. Okay. OS is equal to OT. This is OS, OT. That's these sides are equal. Okay. That means that this triangle is an isosceles triangle, and angle OST, that's this angle, is equal to 50 degrees. Calculate the value of angle OPQ. So we have to calculate this value, this angle here. Is that not it? OPQ. So this is the angle we have to calculate here. Okay, so let's interpret this now. So as I said, if this is an isosceles triangle, so it means that these two, the base of the angles are what, equal. Is that not it? So definitely remember, like when you see plane shape like this, like your triangles, your quadrilaterals, which are made up of your square, your rectangle, your parallelogram, your rhombus, your trapezium. Okay, you need to know the properties of each of them, so it's easy for you to solve. Now this is this triangle now is an isosceles triangle, and an isosceles triangle has two sides equal, so the base angles are what, equal. So 50 here, so this base angle is what, 50. Okay, so if we have 50, the sum of angles in a triangle sums up to what, 180. Is that not it? So we can easily find this angle here by saying 180 minus 50 plus 50. Okay, and which is what, 180 minus 100, and which will give us what, 80. So this angle here is what, 80. All right, so if this angle here is 80, remember when you have opposite angles, they are what, equal. Is that not it? So this angle 80 is opposite to this, so it means this angle here is what, 80. Okay, 80 degree. All right. Okay, sorry, I'm not writing down these values here. If I write them down, it's going to take a long time. All right, but listen to me. All right, so angles, opposite angles are what, equal. Remember that particular property and rule too. So when you have this from our question is what, a parallelogram. Okay, and you know a parallelogram has what, these sides are what, two sides are this the opposite sides are equal, okay, and also the opposite angles are equal. So if this is 80, this is also what, 80. That's the property of a parallelogram, okay. Opposite angles are equal, and it means that this angle is also equal to this, and we are looking for this angle here. Is that not it? So let's make this angle x. So if this angle is x, it means this angle is also x. And remember, the sum of angles in a quadrilateral, which a parallelogram is a quadrilateral, it equates to what, 360. So when we add up all this, we equate it to 360, so we can get what, x. So we have here 80 plus 80 plus x is equal to what, 360. That's the sum of angles in a parallelogram, which is a quadrilateral. So we have here 80 plus 80 is what, 160, and x plus x is what, 2x, equal to what, 360. So we have 2x is equal to what, 360, minus, taking 160 here, we have a what, minus 160. Okay, what is 360 minus 160? That will give us what, a 200. And we have a 2x. To get our x, we divide both sides by 2. Okay, and how many times will 2 go into 100? To definitely go what, 100 times. Okay, so our value for x is what, 100 so our value for x is what, 100 degrees. So this angle here is what, 100 degrees. Okay, so this one also be 100 degrees. All right, so we've gotten our value for angle what, OPQ, which is what, 100 degrees, and our right option here is option A. Alright, so in these questions, remember the properties of your triangles, your quadrilaterals, your parallelogram, your trapezium, rhombus. Remember all those properties, so it will be easy for you to, when you see shapes like this, to calculate whatever angle the question asks you to find. Question 32 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question, that's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says, factorize completely this. Okay, so what to factorize completely this? So I think the easiest way, let's just open up this bracket, these two brackets, then add up this other one too, and open up this one and add them up. Okay, so this 2x times, or let me just write this down here, 2x plus 2y, we have x minus y plus bracket 2x minus 2y, close bracket, open bracket, x plus y. Okay, so let us open up the bracket now. We have 2x times 2x here, we have 2x squared. 2x times minus y, we have minus what, 2xy. Then plus 2y times x, we have a plus what, 2xy. Arrange the alphabets in alphabetical order. Then we have what, plus 2y times minus y. What are we going to have? We're going to have a negative what, 2y squared. Then let's drop this plus here. So 2x times this x here, we have a 2x squared. Then 2x times plus y, we have a what, plus 2xy. Then minus 2y times x. What are we going to have? We're going to have a minus 2x what, y. Then minus 2y times plus y. What are we going to have? We're going to have a what, minus 2y squared. Okay, so from here we can cancel out. Is that not it? We can cancel out this minus 2xy plus 2xy, which will give us a 0. Here also we can cancel out this plus 2xy minus 2xy, which will also give us what, a 0. So what are we left with here? We're left with what, 2x squared minus 2y squared plus 2x squared minus 2y squared. Okay, so from here we can add up this 2x squared and this 2x squared. Yes, that was it. Since they are the same power, we have what, a 4x squared. Then we can also add up this minus 2y squared minus 2y squared will give us what, a minus 4y squared. So we have this, we can bring out the 4. You know, it said factorize completely. We bring out the 4, and what are we left with? We're left with what, x squared minus what, y squared. Okay, and remember, when you have a square minus b square, it is the same as what? A plus b bracket a minus b. Don't forget this, please. Okay, so this is likened to this. So we have 4 x square minus y square is the same as what? X plus y bracket what? X minus y. All right, so these are answer 4 into all this. 4 times x plus y bracket close bracket open bracket x minus y close bracket. Okay, so these are answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 33 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says the interior angles of a polygon are this. We have 3x degree, 2x degree, 4x, and 3x and 6x degree. Find the size of the smallest angle of the polygon. Now, what is the sum of the interior angles of a polygon? Okay, the sum of the interior angle of a polygon will be equal, equate them, it will be equal to what? 2n minus 4 bracket 90. Okay, that's times 90. All right, 90 degree. All right, so the sum of all interior what angles of a polygon is equal to this, and we've been given the interior angles of the polygon as this. Okay, all these values here. So let us add them up. So we have 3x plus 2x plus 4x plus 3x and plus 6x, and this is 1 2 3 4 5. So it means this is a pentagon. Okay, this has 5 sides. Since has the 5 angles, so it means it has what? 5 sides. So this is a pentagon, so n here is equal to what? 5. So from here we can put n as 5. But let us, if we add up all this if we add up all these values, what is this going to give us? This is going to be 3 plus this is 5 plus 4, and that will be 9, and this is like 3 plus 3 6 is 9, 9 plus 9 we have 18. So we have 18x equal to, putting your value of n as 5, we have 2 bracket 5 minus 4. Don't forget your 90 here. Okay, 2 times this is what? 10. Is that not it? 10. 2 times 5, 10, and 10 minus 4 will give us what is 6. So we have 6 times 90. What is 6 times 90? Okay, punch in your calculator. 6 times 90 should give us 450, right? Okay, so we have 18x. So to get our x, we divide both sides by what? 18. Okay, so x, when you divide, what are we going to be left with? We're going to be left with x is going to be equal to what? 30. 18 will go into 450 30 times. So x is what? 30. All right, so we've gotten our value of x. So to get each of the interior angles is quite easy. You just multiply by this 3 times 30 will give us this one as what? That would be 90. All right, but the question says find the size of the smallest angle of the polygon. Definitely the smallest angle of the polygon will be what? 2x what degree? Okay, 2x degree, because you know, when you multiply, this is the lowest multiplier here. All right, 6 is the highest, followed by 4, followed by 3, and 2 is the what? Least, which is the smallest. So all we need to do is say the smallest angle is what? 2 times what? 30. Since we've gotten our value of x as what? 30. So what is the answer? 2 times 30 will give us what? 60 degree. So this is the smallest angle of the polygon is 60 degree, and our right option here is option B. Okay, so you notice from here this angle was this question, I mean, was twisted. So in past years they'll just go straight to the point, give you the total sum of the interior angles and try to make you look for how many sides the polygon has. But from here you can see you were given the interior angles, but you were not given completely what the interior angles are. Okay, so you were given plus a value in an unknown value x, so which we have to look for x. All right, to get the smallest angle of the polygon. So our right option here is option B. So you need to be aware of how the exam body WAEC can twist their questions around polygon. All right, question 34 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, that's your WAEC past question. It says a box contains two white and 3 blue identical balls. If 2 balls are picked at random from the box, one after the other with replacements. Now, with replacement, very key. What is the probability that they are of different colors? All right, you remember there's probability of when you pick with replacement and without replacement, you know. So let's say you have a ball. When you pick with replacement, it means when you pick one white, you have to replace it with another ball. Or without replacement, let's say you have a basket. All right, when you pick out a ball, you don't replace. So it means the total sum here would be reduced by 1 when you want to pick out another ball. All right, but this now is for with replacement. All right, so it means when you pick out, you replace, so the total sum is still the same. All right, okay, so from here the question asks us, what is the probability that they are of different colors? All right, so what's the probability that the ball picked, if it's white? Okay, if the ball picked is white, the probability will be what? 2. We have 2 white balls. 2 divided by the total number of balls, which is what? 5. And what is the probability that if it's blue that is picked, it's what? 3 divided by 5. All right, okay, so these are the probabilities that if it's white, this is it. If it's blue, this is it. All right, now, so it says if 2 balls are picked at random from the box, one after the other with replacement, what is the probability that they are of different colors? Okay, so they are of different colors, so it means we have a probability of white and what? And blue, the first pick. All right, is either it is white and blue, or it is what? A probability that it is what? Blue, and probability that it is what? White, because that's what the question asks us. What is the probability that they are of different colors? All right, so if the 2 balls are being picked at random from the box, so it is either it is white and blue, or it is blue and white, since it's asking us that what is the probability that they are of different colors. So it's either you pick a white ball and a blue ball, okay, the first time, the white ball and a blue ball, all right, or you pick a blue ball first and a white ball second. Are you getting my point? So this is the only probability that you can pick what different what colors. Okay, so from here, what do we have? What's the probability for white? Probability for white is what? 2/5, and means what? Multiplication. Okay, because you pick them together. Okay, then that you pick one white, you pick another and a blue. And what's probability for blue is what? 3/5, or means a positive. Okay, or we pick a what? A blue ball, which is the probability is what? 3/5 times and a what? A white ball, which is what? 2/5. So from here, what is this? 2 times 3, that will give us a 6. All right, and 5 times 5 will give us what? A 25, plus 3 times 2 will give us a 6, and 5 times 5 will give us a 25. When you add this up together, we should have an LCM of 25, and we have a 6 plus 6, and which will give us what? 12/25. So this is a probability that they are of what? Different colors. So this is an answer, 12/25, and our right option here is option D. Question 35 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's a WAEC Past Question, 2019 Past Question. It says find the equation of a straight line passing through the point this. You have x1 and y1 having a gradient of what? 3/4. That's m is equal to what? 3/4. So to get the equation of the line, all we need to do is use this formula: y minus y1 over what? X minus x1 equal to what? M, which is our gradient. All right, Okay, so since we are having 1 point, okay, that is passing through 1 point, and we are giving the gradient, we're not giving the intercept. The intercept is what unknown, which is what 0. Okay, so it's likened as y is equal to what mx. All right, where this y will be what y minus what, that's passing through the point y1, and what m bracket x minus what x1. Okay, where m will definitely be equal to what y minus y1 over x minus x1. That's how we got this. Okay, so let's put in the value of x1 as this and y1 as this. All right, and putting our m as what 3 over 4. So we have y minus, what is y1? Y1 is minus 5 divided by x minus, what is x1? That's minus what 1, equal to, what is m? M is what 3 over 4. So from here, this minus will multiply this minus, we have a plus 5 over x minus 1 equals what 3 over 4. We cross multiply. Okay, so we have a 4 bracket y plus 5 equal to what 3 bracket x minus 1. Is that not it? Okay, so let's open our bracket. So we have a 4y plus what 4 times 5 is what 20 equal to 3 times x is what 3x, and 3 times minus 1 we have a minus 3. Okay, from here let's take everything here to this side. All right, so x can stay in the positive region. All right, okay, since x has to be in front. All right, so we have here, so to be 0 equal to what 3x minus 3. Taking this 4y here, that we have a minus 4y. Taking this positive 20 to this side, we have a what minus what 20. Okay, let me come up here. All right, okay, so what do we have here? So this is equal to 0, so we can just say simply turn the 0 to this other side. All right, so 3x minus 3 minus 4y minus 20 is still equal to what 0. So from here, let's simplify. We have what 3x. Let us arrange. Take this 4 to this side, bring it closer. We have minus 4y, and minus 3 minus 20 will give us what a minus what 23, which is equal to what 0. Okay, so this is the equation of our straight line. All right, so which is 3x minus 4y minus 23 equal to 0, and our answer here is option D. Question 36 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's the WAEC 2019. Okay, past question. It says the foot of a ladder is 6 meters from the base of an electric pole. The foot of a ladder. So let's say this is the ladder. Okay, this is the foot. Okay, it's 6 meters from the base of an electric pole. So this is the base of this electric pole. Let's say this is the electric pole. Okay, sorry, my electric pole is not straight. Anyway, the ones in Nigeria, they are not straight too. Some of them, sure. That's the one that isn't concrete, isn't straight. Okay, so it's 6 meters from the base of an electric pole. The top of the ladder rests against the pole at a point 8 meters above the ground. The top of the ladder, this is the top of the ladder, rests at a point 8 meters above the ground. That's me from here to here. All right, is what 8 meters above the ground. How long is the ladder? So we're looking for this length. That's not it. This is what we're looking for. X. All right, this length. All right, so we have an electric pole, so definitely this is a rectangle triangle. All right, so all we need to do is apply what Pythagoras theorem, where this is what our hypotenuse, this is our what opposite, and this is our adjacent. Is that not it? It's our adjacent. So hypotenuse square is equal to what? 8 square plus what? 6 what square. And what is 8 square? That's what 64 plus what 36. Okay, 6 square is 36, and this will give us what 100. And our hypotenuse will be what the square root of 100. And what's the square root of 100? That is what 10. So the length, how long the ladder is what 10 what meters. Okay, so this is our answer, 10 meters, and our right option here is option C. Question 37 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, that's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says if tan x is 3 over 4, considering x, okay, is what greater than 0 but less than 90 degree. All right, evaluate cos x divided by 2 sine x. Okay, when you see this, it will referring to, you know, a right angle triangle. Okay, where the other angle is what less than 90 degrees but greater than what 0. All right, so from here, if you have tan x equals what 3 over 4, don't forget your what so ka twa. Always have this at heart, okay? So katwa, all right, where twa is what your opposite over adjacent. So this 3 here is what is our what adjacent, sorry, is our opposite, and our 4 is definitely what our what adjacent. Okay, and remember when you have a right angle triangle, okay, like this, you have 3 and 4, you should know that the hypotenuse is 5. Always when you have 3, 4, you know Pythagoras, considering a right angle triangle, okay, you have this is 4, this is 3, this place will be what 5. All right, where the addition of this, the squares of this would give us the hypotenuse. All right, so just know when you have 3 and 4, the hypotenuse will be what 5. All right, so it means our hypotenuse is equal to what 5. All right, okay, I don't want us to take time in solving this out, but you should know it. All right, when you have 3 and 4, you should know that the hypotenuse is what 5. All right, so from here we are to evaluate what cos what x. And what is cos x? Cos x is what adjacent over hypotenuse. Is that not it? Adjacent over what hypotenuse. And what's our adjacent? Our adjacent is what 4, and our hypotenuse is what 5. And what is sine x? Sine x is what our opposite over what hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. And what's our opposite? Our opposite is what 3. Hypotenuse is what 5. Okay, so from here we can easily evaluate this, which is what cos x over 2 sine x, where cos x is what 4 over 5 divided by 2 bracket 3 over 5. Let us simplify this. This is 4 over 5 divided by 2 bracket 3 over 5. So which is what 4 over 5, okay, opening up this bracket, divided by that 6 over 5. So this, what will this give us? Converting this division sign to multiplication sign, we have times what 5 over 6, where this 5 will cancel out this 5, and that's 1 1, and 2 can go here how many times? 2 times, and 2 here will go how many times? 3 times. So we're left with what? What's our answer? We're left with, where should I put this down? Okay, we're left with what? 2 over 3. Okay, this is our answer. Our answer is what? 2 over 3. The evaluation of this cos x divided by 2 sine x is what? 2 over 3. And our right option here is option D. Question 38 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, that's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says from the top of a vertical cliff 20 meter high. Okay, let us interpret this from the top of a vertical cliff. So let's say this is the cliff. Okay, and the cliff is what? 20 meters high. A boat at sea can be sighted 75 meters away. A boat at sea. Let's say this is the boat. Okay, this is a boat. Let's say our sail is backward. A boat can be sighted 75 meters away on the same horizontal position as the foot of the cliff. Okay, so from this particular top of the cliff, let's say someone is here. The cliff is 20 meters high. Okay, a boat can be sighted 75 meters away and on the same horizontal position as the foot of the cliff. As the foot of the cliff, horizontal position. That means from here to here is what? 75 meter away. All right, horizontal position from the foot of the cliff. Okay. Calculate, correct to the nearest degree, the angle of depression of the boat from the top of the cliff. What is the angle of depression of the boat from the top of the cliff? Okay, so these are cliff. So this would be, so the person sees it this way. So these are angle of what depression? Theta. This is what we are looking for. Our angle of what depression from the top of what? The cliff. This is our angle of depression. Okay, so it means if we make this a triangle, alternate angles are equal. So this angle is equal to what? This angle here. Okay, so it's theta. So we have to look for this theta here. All right, you understand interpretation of this diagram? Okay, if you don't, you have to revise on angle of elevation and angle of depression. It will help you. All right, but the first thing, try to draw out the diagram. Okay, try to draw out whatever you read, all right, on paper, so you understand. All right, okay, so from here we have to calculate this. Remember, what are we going to use? We're going to use our SOHCAHTOA. Okay, and remember, when you're at the top of a cliff, okay, when you are looking downwards, the angle of depression, it's always, the angle is always this way. Most students always fail it and put that the angle is this way in the triangle. No, it is outside the triangle, okay, not in the triangle. Okay, it is outside triangle. That's the angle of depression. It's just like when you are on let's say you're on the top floor and you're looking downwards towards someone maybe on the ground floor from your window in your office. All right, so your angle is always to your horizontal. You don't put it to the vertical axis. All right, you don't put it to the vertical axis, always to what? Your horizontal. Okay, which is this. Okay, all right, so let's look for theta. So from here we have two sides. All right, so it's easy for us to get our theta. And if this is if it's our angle here we're looking for, it means this is our opposite, and this is what our adjacent. Is that not it? And this would be our hypotenuse. So we have to use our opposite and adjacent, and it means we have to use our tan. So we have tan theta is equal to 20 over 75. And what is 20 divided by 75? We have a 0.62666667. All right, that's tan theta. So theta will be the tan inverse of 0.26667. Okay, so from here, what is the tan inverse of this? We're going to have a 14.931. When we punch in our calculator, all right, and the question says calculate correct to the nearest degree. So what is the nearest degree? We can approximate this. Okay, so we have a 9 here, so we can take a 1 to this 4, and we have a 15 degree. So theta is 15 degree. So our answer is 15 degree, and our right option here is option D. Question 39 of the WASSCE 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says in the diagram, O is the center of the circle of radius 18 centimeter. O. Okay, center of circle radius 18 centimeter. If angle ZXY, that's this angle, is equal to 70, calculate the length of arc ZY. We have to calculate the length of this arc ZY. Okay, and to calculate the length of the arc, remember we have to know this angle. This 18 centimeter is the radius, so it's not an angle. Okay, so we have to know what this angle. I remember in your cycle theorem, okay, there's a theorem that states that the angle subtended by an arc at the center of a circle is twice that. It's 2 times that. Okay, subtended at any point on the circumference. Okay, so it's 2 times that subtended at any point in the circumference. That means if this is x, this particular angle at the center subtended by the arc will be 2x. Okay, so we know this as what, 70. So it means that this angle here is what, 2 times 70, which will give us what? What's 2 times 70? That will give us what? 140. So from here it is easy for us to get the length of our arc, which was the formula for finding the length of our arc is what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r, where our theta, we've gotten our theta, which is this angle here, as what? 140 divided by 360 times 2 times 20. Pi is what? 22 over 7 times our radius is what? 18. Okay, so if you punch in your calculator, okay, on all this, what are we going to be left with? We're going to be left with 44 centimeter. Okay, punch in your calculator, cancel out. So we are going to be left with 44 centimeters. So our answer is 44 centimeter, and our right option here is option C. Okay, when you encounter this problem, this is circle geometry, you have to remember the theorems. All right, I think there's a question also on circle geometry we are going to also meet very soon. I think it's the next question, and you also find out some other theorems, all right, that you have to apply. All right, so our right option here is option C. Yes, question 40 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question, which is your WAEC 2019 past question. It says in the diagram, RT is a tangent to the circle. Okay, RT, tangent to the circle at R. Angle PQR is equal to what? 70. This angle here is 70. Okay, angle QRT, that's this angle here, QRT, this angle is what? 52 degree. Angle QSR is equal to Y, an unknown which we are going to find. Then angle PQ, and angle PRQ. This angle here is X, also unknown. Okay, it says use the diagram to answer questions 40 and 41. Okay, so we're going to use this diagram to answer question 40 and 41. So for question 40 now, it says find the value of Y. Find this value of Y. All right, now there's a theorem that states, okay, now this is circle theorems now, which I said you must know about circle theorems, because it's always going to come out like about 3 questions from circle theorems, okay, would always come out from your WAEC, okay, on your WAEC. All right, so in the theorem states that, okay, the angle between a tangent to a circle and a chord drawn from the point of contact, okay, is equal to the angle in the alternate what? Segment. So it means that this angle here, the angle between what? A tangent of a circle, this is a tangent of a circle, and a chord, this is a chord, this is a chord. I hope you know what a chord is. Okay, this is a chord, okay, that is drawn from the point of contact of this same tangent, okay, which is from here to here, is equal to the angle in what? The alternate what? Segment. This is another alternate segment. All right, this is another segment. I hope you know what a segment is of a circle. All those two, you need to know them. Okay, this is another segment. Okay, is equal to the angle of the what? Alternate what? Segment. So this is another segment. You know, this particular, from here to here is a segment of a circle, this part is a segment, and this other part is segment, is another segment. Okay, so this angle 52 is equal to what? Y. All right, so it means Y is equal to what? 52 degree. All right, that is what is Y? That is angle QSR is equal to what? 52 degrees. So this is our value for Y, which is what? C. Just simply from that theorem, you can see how you need to know your theorems, your circle theorems. All right, so let's go to the next question, which is another circle theorem we have to apply. So question 41 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question, that's your WAEC 2019 past question. Okay, so we're still focusing on the diagram we used for number 40. All right, so from here we know that this is we've gotten our y here as well 52. All right, where here is 52 degree. All right, this is our unknown value x, and from here to here is what, 70. All right, okay, this is x. Okay, all right. So, and you know, this was y before, but we've gotten our y as what, 52. Okay, so from here the question says calculate the value of x. So we have to look for what, x. Okay, how do we look for x now? Now there's a theorem that states, okay, that the angles in the same segment of a circle are what, equal. All right, angles in the same segment of a circle are what, equal. Now these two angles here, one and this, that's the angle RPQ. Okay, angle RPQ, okay, is it the same segment as this? So it means that this particular angle is equal to what, 52. What we're trying to get is to get our x. Is that not it? That's what we're trying to find. We're trying to find this angle here, x, because the question says calculate the value of x. So first of all, we need to get this angle so that we can, you know, this is a triangle, the PRQ is a triangle, so, and the sum of angles in a triangle will give us what, 180. So we can easily get our what, x. Now the theorem that would help us, that helped us to get this particular value here, is just simply that the angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Now this is a circle. When you cut out this is one segment and this is another segment. You can see that this was divided here, and these two are in the same segment. Can you see that these two angles here are in the same segment? All right, so you need to know your circle word theorems. You can see we've stated 3 circle theorems. I think if the first one we stated, that's from question 39, is that the angle, you know, subtended by an arc is what, 2 times that any one subtended on the circumference of the circle. And the second one is the angle between the tangent and a chord, okay, from the point of contact of that tangent is equal to what, the alternate angle, okay, the angle in the alternate segment. Now this one is angles in the same segment are what, equal. So this angle is equal to what, this. So if this is 52, then it means that we can easily get x, and to get x is just simply 180 minus bracket 52 plus 70. And what would this give us? What is 52 plus 70? That would give us what? I think a 122. And 180 minus 122 will give us what? 58 degree. Okay? Why I'm not stating out all the parameters is because this is not a theory question. If it was a theory question, I would state out the reason why I'm saying 52 is equal to, this angle is equal to this. I'll state the theorem, okay? But this is an OBJ question, that's why I'm not stating that out, all right? But for theory, you have to state it out, all right? And there's a theory question which I've solved, that's last year, 2018 theory, from core theory from 1 to 13, solved completely, 4 hours videos, a 4-hour video, I mean, and if you watch it, it will teach you on how to answer theory questions so you get your full mark, because every step takes a mark. You don't jump in theory. Every step is a mark. When you miss that step, you fail it. Okay, you miss that mark. So you don't just jump into conclusion, because the examiner needs to know that you understand what you're doing, not that you are copying. Okay, so you need to state your workings, your step in your theory as per. For this OBJ, you can just easily you remember, scribble and you solve. All right. Okay, so our right option here is 58 degrees, and our right option is option B. Question 42 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2019 past question. It says calculate the variance of these numbers. Okay, we have 5 numbers here, and what is the formula for finding our variance? Our variance is what? The summation of what? Bracket x minus x, that's our mean all squared divided by the total number of what? The numbers we have. Okay, the total numbers we have, not the summation of the numbers we have. All right, so let's draw a table here. Okay, all right, where we have our x has 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, and x minus x bar. We have to find our mean. To find our mean is what? 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 divided by the total. What's the frequency of the total frequency of these numbers is what? 5. 5 total numbers. All right, 5. And what would that give us? That will give us what? 30 divided by 5, which equal to 6. So our mean is 6. So from here we have 2 minus 6. What would that give us? A minus 4. 4 minus 6 will give us a minus 2. 7 minus 6 will give us a 1. 8 minus 6, which is our mean, will give us a 2. And 9 minus 6 will give us what? A 3. So from here we have to look for the square root of this. Okay, square. Not the square root, square of this. What's the square of minus 4? That will give us what? A 16. Square of minus 2 will give us a 4. Square of 1 will definitely be a 1. Square of 2 is a 4. Square of 3 is what? A 9. And we have to sum this. When we add up all this, we're going to get what? A 34. So let's put this into our equation here. So we have the summation of this is what? 34. 34. And what is n? N is what? 5. So we have a 5. That's the total number. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 34 divided by 5. What would that give us? That will give us what? Is 6.8. So this is our answer, 6.8. That's our variance. And our right option here is option B. Question 43 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2019 past question. It says the fourth term of an arithmetic progression is 37. And the first term is what? Minus 20. Find the common difference. We've given our first term, which is a, equal to what? Minus 20. You remember this is an AP. And what's the formula for AP? It was what? A plus what? N minus 1 bracket D. Okay, that's the nth term. Is that not it? Okay, so but here we've been given our fourth term, which is what? T4 is equal to what? A plus bracket 4 minus 1 bracket D. So where T4 is what? 37. Is that not it? The fourth term of an arithmetic progression is what? 37. So 37, and we've been given our A as what? Minus 20 plus, what is 4 minus 1? That will give us what? A 3. A 3 times D will give us what? 3D. Alright, so let's take this minus 20 here. So we have 37 plus what? 20, equal to what? 3D. And this will give us what? That will give us a 7, 557 equal to 3D. To get our D, we divide both sides by 3. This will cancel out. How many times will 3 go in 57? That will go on 19 times. So D is equal to what? 19. So our common difference is what? 19. And our right option is option C. Question 44 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2019 past question. It says in the diagram, PQ is parallel to RS. PQ parallel to RS. Angle QFG, that's this angle, is 105 degree, and angle FEG is 50 degree. Use the diagram to answer questions 44 and 45. Now question 44 says find the value of M. We have to look for this value, M. Okay, All right, and in order to look for this value m, we need to know this value. Okay, so because this is a triangle, is that not it? This is a triangle. That's FEG is a triangle, so we have to look for this value, and we have this value here. That's 105. And remember, you know, this is plane angles. And remember, angles on a straight line, is that not it? Angles on a straight line is what equal to what 180. Okay, so to get this that angle here, it means x, okay, it will be this plus this. The summation of angles on a straight line will equate to what 180. So x plus 105 is equal to what 180. So x is equal to what 180 minus what 105. And what would that give us? 180 minus 105 will give us what 75. So x is what 75. All right. So if we know this place as 75, it's easy for us now to get what m, since this is also a what triangle. All right, and what's the sum of angles in a triangle is what 180. So you have m plus 50 plus 75 is equal to what 180, which is m. 50 plus 75 will give us what? That will give us 125 equal to what 180. Okay, and so we have to take 125 to the other side. All right, so m is equal to what 180 minus what 125, and what would that give us? 180 minus 25 will give us what 55 degree. So m is equal to what 55 degree, and our right option here is option D. Okay, so question 45 of the WAS 2019 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC past question. Okay, it says, you know, we're still looking at this diagram since we're to use it to solve 44 and 45. We'll solve 44, which is find the value of m. And remember, we got what 55, okay, degree. All right, so we are to find the value of n now. All right, that's the value we are to find now, the value of n. How do we find the value of n? Okay, so from here, remember that this angle n is what directly opposite to this angle. So it means that this same angle here too is equal to n. Is that not it? Remember, opposite angles are what? Equal. Remember your plane angles and the rules on it. All right, opposite angles are equal. So it means that this n is equal to this angle here, n. So it is easy now for us to find what? N. All right, and how do we find n? We have to also find this particular angle here. Okay, and remember alternate angles. This angle, okay, alternate angles are what? Equal. So it means this angle is alternate to this. So if this is 50, this is what? 50. Alternate angles are equal. So we have 50 here, we have 55 here, which we've gotten earlier on in question 44, and n, which is what we're looking for. So remember also that angles on a straight line is equal to what? 180. So this plus this plus this will give us what? 180. So we have 50 plus 55 plus n is equal to what? 180. So what is 50 plus 55? That will give us what? 105 plus n equal to what? 180. So n is equal to what? 180 minus 105. Okay, and what is 180 minus 105? That would give us what? N is equal to 75. So our answer here is what? 75 degree, which is option C. So n is 75. So if this is 75, this is also what? 75 degree. So our right option is option C. Question 46 of WAS 2019 mathematics past question. That's your WAEC 2019 past question. It says what? It says a box contains 5 red, 6 green, and yellow pencils of the same size. Okay, what is the probability of picking a green pencil at random? Okay, this is quite easy. This is not probability replacement or without replacement, and it's not saying we're picking more than 2, we're just picking 1. Okay, probability of picking what? A green pencil. All right, and you know the what's probability? The know of required outcome over the total what outcome, and the probability of picking a green pencil. How many green pencils do we have? We have 6 green pencils, and what is that required outcome? And And what's the total pencils? We have 5 red, we have 6 green. Oh, okay, there's a typo here. There's supposed to be a 7 here, 7 yellow. Okay, this is a typo that we missed out, 7. So there's a 7 yellow. So we have 5 plus 6 is what, 11, and 11 plus 7 will give us what, 18. Is that not it? So we have 6 over what, 18. So this will be, how many times will 6 go here? 6 will go here 1, 6 will go here how many times? 3 times. So probability of green is what, 1 over 3. So this is our answer. Our right option is option C. Question 47 of the WAS 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. That's your WAEC Past Questions. It says a pie chart represents fruits on display in a grocery shop. If there are 6 oranges on display, how many apples are there? Okay, so this is the pie chart. Now in WAEC, always expect data, statistics. I know pie chart is under statistics, okay, data analysis. That's your data analysis, all right? So you must understand, there's always a question on pie charts. Please try to make sure you understand pie chart. For the several years I've been solving, there's been a question on pie charts. So make sure you know pie charts, okay? Apart from your mean, median, mode, range, and all, make sure you know your pie chart, all right? So we have this here. All right, the angles on a point, the total sum of angles in a point is what, 360. Is that not it? So he said if there are 60 oranges on display. Now this is the amount of orange, not the degree that the orange is on the pie chart. All right, this is the amount. Students always confuse the amount to the degree of that is allotted to the particular item. Okay, so first of all we have to find the degree allotted to orange. All right, and the degree allotted to orange, all we need to do is the total sum. Let's say this is O. Okay, so no, let's not use O, let's use an X. Okay, let's use an X. Okay, all right, so it is the sum of angles at the point is what, 360. So we have 60 plus your X plus 120 plus 100 is equal to what, 360. Okay, so we have here this plus this plus this would give us this plus this plus this will give us what, a 280 plus X equal to what, 360. So our X will be equal to what, 360 minus what, 280. Is that not it? And what would that give us? That will give us what, 80 what degree. X is what, 80 degrees. So this is 80 what degree. All right, so now coming back to the question, it says what, if there are 60 oranges on display. So we've been given a hint here. Okay, so if we know the amount of orange on display and we know the angle of the orange on the pie chart, it is easy for us to now find out the total number of what, fruits. Okay, and you know how to get that, and I hope you know how to get that. The formula for getting the amount of orange alone from pie chart, you remember, is the total is equal to what? Is equal to what? The angle of the orange, which is 80, divided by the total sum of angles of in a circle, which is 360, times the total amount of orange. Okay, which will give us what? The amount of what? Orange, if we were focusing on orange. And here we've already been given a clue that the total amount of orange is what? 60. So this will be equal to what? 60. Okay, or better still, you can put 60 here. It's the same thing. All right, let me remove it. All right, because when when you solve, it will give you what? The total amount of what? The orange. All right, which is 60. Okay, so from here, to get the total number of fruits now, which is what we are looking for, let's say we call it Y. Since we've used X, so the total amount of fruits is what? Y. So here, let us make Y subject of formula. So from here, this will go here. We have 60 times 360, okay, divided by 80 is equal to what? Y. So this will cancel out, this will cancel out. Is that not it? What again can cancel out? 2 4 can go here how many times? 2 times. 4 will go here 9 times. 2 here 1. 2 will go here how many times? 30 times. 30 times y. What is 30 times y? That will sorry, what is 30 times 9? That will give us what? 270. So the total number of fruits, okay, of displayed both banana, orange, pawpaw, and apple is what? 270. So this is the total number of fruits. So from knowing the total number of fruits, we can easily know the number of apple or pawpaw or banana, since we know their angles. All right, so the question here says how many apples are there. Okay, so we're looking for how many apples we have. So it is just definitely what's the angle for apple, which is what? 120 degree divided by our total angle, which is what? 360 degree, times our total number of fruits, which we've gotten from the value we're given from the oranges, which is what? 270. Okay, so from here this 0 will cancel out this 0. Is that not it? 12 here 1, and 12 in 36 will go how many times? 3 times. Okay, and 3 here, 3 will go in this 27, 9, and remember you have a 0, so we have 90. So our answer is what? 90. So we have 90 what? Apples. Okay, so the apples, how many apples we have is what? 90. Okay, so and our right option here is option A. Question 48 of the WASSCE 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's the WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says following are scores obtained by some students in a test. Okay, these are scores obtained by some students in a test. Use this information to answer questions 48 to 50. Okay, 48 says find the mode of the distribution. What's the mode? Mode is what? The highest frequency. Okay, that's the number that frequently occurred. Okay, that's the score that frequently occurred. All right, so from here you can see that we have a lot of 13. We have 113 here, 113 here, another 13 here. Here there's a 14, here there's a 14. Which other one again? Which other frequency is high? No other. Okay, there's a 18 here, there's a 18. But the highest frequency is what? 13. So our mode is what? 13. Alright, and our right option here is option C. Question 49 of the WASSCE 2019 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, it says, remember we're still solving this using this data set. Use the information here to solve this, and 49 says find the median score. Okay, so in the finding median score, we have to rearrange this order in the order of ascending order. Okay, so where we start from 8, comma, we have another 8, comma, we have a 10, we have 11, we have a 13, we have 13 how many times? 3 times. Okay, we have a 14 2 times, we have a 15 once, we have a 16 once, 17 once, and we have a 18 which appears 8 times. Median is what? The middle number, is that not it? But from here you can see that this is an even set of number, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So it's an even set of number, so it means that we'll have to add 2 middle numbers and divide by 2. If it was an odd set of number like 13, it means our median will just look for the middle number, which is just one number, and that's our median. All right, so from here our middle 2 numbers will be, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So our middle 2 numbers will be what? 13 and 14. So when we add up 13 plus 14 and divide by 2, what do we have? We have 27 over 2, and which will give us what? 13.5. So our median score is what? 13.5, and our right answer here is option C. Question 50 of the WASSCE 2019 Mathematics Past Question. That's your WAEC 2019 Past Question. It says, we're still on this data set. It says how many students scored above the mean score? Okay, the mean score, first of all we have to find the mean, and the mean is the total summation of this number divided by the number of data sets we have, and the number of data sets we have, which we've counted, is what? 14. And what's the summation of all this number? Punch in your calculator. The summation of all these numbers will be 188. So we have 188 divided by 14. Okay, and which will give us what? 13.42. But our question says, how many students scored above? Our question is not asking us for the mean score, but it's asking us for how many students scored above the mean score. And the mean score is what? 13.42. So how many students scored above 13.42? And we have here, any number above or 13, okay? So we have 1, we have another 1, again, scores. We're counting scores, okay? All right, scores of each of the students. And we have 15, we have 16, we have 17, we have 18 here, we have another 18. So these are all the numbers above or 13. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are 7 scores that are above or 13, which is our mean score. So our answer here, the amount of students that scored above the mean score is what? 7. All right, and our right option here is option D. Okay, so thank you so much.